Hey, so the following is a little strength workout I want you to try. It consists of 3 steps, well, 4 steps. The first step is we're going to warm up with a bit of rocking. We're going to warm up with a bit of stationary or moving crawling, baby crawling. Then we'll move our neck and get into some X crawls or X walks. And then we're just going to straight up crawl for 10 minutes. So the first movement is very simple. It's just getting into a rock. So all you're going to do is get down on your knees, get your knees nice and wide, feet can get them a little together or a little bit behind your knees, eyes forward, and for all this stuff, I want the tongue on the roof of your mouth, and I want you to breathe through your nose. When you can't, it's time to take a break. So eyes forward, shoulders down, tuck your toes under, rock forward, rock back. And as you see, I'm trying to keep my tailbone slightly up. I'm not trying to let it tuck under and round. Think of this as a squat position. So you're going to do this for 2 to 3 minutes. Again, when you need a break, if you feel like you need to move your head, pause the timer, take a moment, take a break. Then the next one is we're just going to get into a few baby crawls just to get the sense of the motion. And this one you're just going to go back and forth just a couple of times. Feet can be flat, eyes forward, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Again, trying to not shift my weight a ton. Try not to dip my hips and try not to bring my head down like I want to when I go backwards. So just doing a few, and then you're going to pop up, and we're just going to do 5 neck rolls on each side. So you can put your hands on your hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to reset the neck. And then now, this is where the workout starts. So the warm-up is X walks, which is this motion. In this motion, you can tuck your hips under at the very end, but try to start in a neutral position where you're standing tall, going back and forth. This you're going to do for 10 minutes. Tongue under your mouth, eyes forward. When you can't do it any longer, or if you need to breathe out of your mouth, pause the timer, rest till you feel like you can do it, and then get right back to crosswalks. This is all about oblique, hip flexor, and glute movement, and also making sure that your contralateral patterning is good. As you can see, I just messed that up because I'm tired. And then once you've done that for 10 minutes, then you get into the meat of the workout, which is you're going to crawl for 10 minutes off the ground. Now here we're getting into a jaguar or a table crawl, so the knees are going to track on the inside of the elbows. So eyes are forward. I like to start in a slightly jagged pattern, just because it's a little easier to pattern it. So I'm going to start opposite arm and leg forward, tuck my toes under, tailbones up, eyes nice and forward, and go. Now, for this one right now, you can go as slow as you want and make that movement nice and slow. I don't care how fast you go. But the key here is you want to choose a space where you can get into a groove, like this is a bit small, and you want to try to keep your nose breathing going, tongue on the roof of your mouth, eyes forward. If you do this, you're going to tuck, and you're going to start using your back. And if you lift your hips up higher, you're going to start using more of your legs and your feet. So we're trying to stay in a neutral position. The legs can move a bunch. Breathing through the nose. And again, as soon as you feel like you can't keep your form or you can't breathe through your nose, pause the timer, go again, once you're ready. Now the thing about this is going to take, I want you to do this 5 to 6 days a week. You can do this after other workouts, you can do this after yoga, you can do this before stretching or anything like that. The real change is going to come if you do this consistently. This is called steady state training. It builds an immense amount of strength capacity very quickly. So once you can crawl for 10 solid minutes, let me know. And then we can go on to the next step. But don't worry about that. That's probably going to take a week or 2 at least. Any questions? Let me know.